You are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast.
What's going down, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy back once again, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. Interesting show. Episode 100 was just watched by me, and it was amazing. I have to admit, it was amazing. Let me start off by saying that Jiren is going to be something epic, in my opinion. I've had my eye on him since the beginning, since I saw those beady little black eyes, and we finally got a little taste of what we're in for going forward in this series. You had Kale eventually transforming into her Brawly-like transformation. And to be honest with you, I mean, it looked like she was going to handle Goku and everybody else for that matter. Just like Brawly could not control the transformation, was basically mindless in a sense. Jealousy brought on the transformation, not anger. She got jealous because Goku and her sister, if you will, Khalifa were fighting, and she didn't like that. So that's what made her get emotional. She went all Eric Bonet and got extra sensitive, and then she got a transformation, and she started going in. And what kind of messed me up a little bit was the fact that Goku had to transform to Super Saiyan God. And he threw a ki blast at her, and she walked right through it. She walked right through it, grabbed Goku, and I thought all was lost. I was like, wow. So that's got me thinking. If she's in that formation, you know, could Goku, could Vegeta, in their God forms, handle her? You know what I mean? I know it was just an instance, and it wasn't, prolonged or whatever. And then you also have to take into consideration the fact that she doesn't have control over that formation. So, she couldn't hold that. She couldn't hold it for too long before, she would lose it anyway, I think, at least. But if she could manage that, man, there would be some people in trouble. I think so. But what really threw me for a loop was Jiren was in the background watching all of this. Okay. And he finally said, I'll handle this. I'll take care of it. And very calm. He was very cool and collected. Next thing you know, he jumps in, catches Kale with a ki blast. It basically throws her in the air, and then it explodes. And then she comes falling down, and she lost her form, and she was knocked out cold. And he didn't break a sweat. It was like, it was nothing to him. And then next thing you know, Hit locks eyes with him, and they're basically kind of just staring at each other. And I don't know if they're going to fight. I don't know what this is leading up to. I have no clue, man. I mean, it's going to get real though. That was towards the end of the episode, basically, is what happened at the end. It's going to get good. Khalifa actually has a super Vegeta type transformation herself, where she, powers up, and it bulks her up a little bit. You know what I mean? So these Saiyans are very interesting. They're very, very interesting to me, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen with that. But I don't think that honestly, I don't think that they can take um, Goku and Vegeta. And I only say that because, like I said, Kale cannot hold that form too long. She only has a limited time to hold that. And as long as Jiren is in the ring, she's not doing shit. Okay? Because Jiren is like, yo, it's not happening. I'm not letting it go down. And then his whole team, they're kind of like they remind me of like a Ginyu Force for good. The good version of Ginyu Force, if you will. And, Jiren is basically like Captain Ginyu, but he's Jiren. You know what I mean? And everybody holds him in high regard. He is well respected amongst his peers, and everybody in that tournament knows that he is something they can't explain, but they know he's something. They know that they're going to tread lightly around him. I don't know about the rest of his team, but him for sure, Jiren is not to be played with. So I just had a feeling when I saw him. I mean, they just, and you can kind of tell by the way they kind of just slowly ease him into the series, like trying to introduce him. We need another badass. You got hit already. So, I mean, I think this guy is going to be next in line. And I can't wait to see how he fights and what his gifts are. And I just want to see. I want to see how he holds up. Right now, if you had to ask me right now, not knowing much about him still, but from what I've seen so far up to this point, I don't think Goku can take him. I'm putting that on the table. If Goku can't take him, Vegeta can't take him. And you saw that Kale could not take him in her Brawly-like form. And he did it without breaking a sweat. So I don't know if he has a weakness. I'm sure we are going to find out, but right now, I just don't know. And then keep in mind, we still got Frieza out here. I don't know his limits to his golden form yet, but they seem to be pretty high. We might get hit with some surprises here. Don't know. Still surprised that we still have at least 6 contestants in the tournament, which is cool. I mean, keep them in there as long as we can. 18 is a little pissed at Krillin because, he got kicked out the tournament early, and so she didn't like that very much, and she made sure he knew about that. But all in all, this episode was everything I expected. The heavy hitters are coming to play, and it's about to get really, really, really dirty in this tournament. With Dragon Ball out of the way, I just want to say I can't wait for the next episode. Other than that, man, I have been playing Budokai Tenkaichi 3, trying to unlock all these characters, and it's been a struggle. I forgot how hard that game could be. I had some issues with the Buu saga, with evil Kid Buu, and then I had some issues in the GT saga a little bit, but there were some hurdles I had to get over, but I got over them, and now I am almost complete with unlocking all the characters. Now I'm playing the Dragon Ball saga, which is one of my favorite sagas in the game. And man, I think I just got through fighting Nam, who was basically like he's one of really, really early characters in Dragon Ball, who was a gifted type of fighter. He wears this towel on his head, and he's got this red dot in the middle of his forehead or whatever. If you watch Dragon Ball, you know who I'm talking about. But man, he was a beast. I had to fight him as Kid Goku, and he took me by surprise. But I'm having a great time playing it, unlocking these characters. I'm trying to do this for fun, and I'm also trying to do it so that I can put out these videos that I told everybody I was going to be doing, which basically is a computer versus computer type of thing. And, I select random characters and some on request and have them go at it and record it and upload it to my YouTube channel. So we're gonna have lots handicap matches, 2-on-1s, team battles, all those things. It's gonna be fun, and I have to have all the characters. I would like to have them all unlocked, because if you have them all unlocked, you can do more. So I think right now I have about 90% of the characters unlocked. So I'm almost there. Bear with me. But I still have plenty of matches to share with the masses, and we're going to get into that as well. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just trying to go full throttle with this channel, guys. I mean, trying to get my YouTube channel revamped up and still do my podcast, as you can hear, and just trying to make this eventually turn into a full-time gig for me, where I can give you guys content. I can cover the things that I like to cover, which is video games and anime, Dragon Ball mainly, but always open to new anime and regurgitating some of the old stuff that I watch or have seen. So, just working that magic and trying to make that a reality. And it's a grind, it's a process, and I enjoy doing it though. So to me, it's not really work. It's fun. I just have to be patient, and I am doing that. And I just want to thank everybody who's watching my channel, and I, would ask you all to just check it out. I mean, it's small right now, of course, and I don't have too much content on there now, but I'm always uploading content now. So every week I have new stuff available for you guys, and we're gonna make this happen, and you guys are gonna help, and we're all gonna do this together. Yeah, man. So on another note, I forgot all about this game. It's an oldie but goodie, and I'm glad I actually got a chance to finally play it. It's J-Stars Versus for the PlayStation 4. It was originally released on PlayStation 3. They ported it to the PS4, and I'm loving this game. I mean, literally before I just started recording this podcast, would have done it sooner, but I've been playing this. I think I played for like 4 hours straight. A friend of mine, we were talking in a party, and he said, "Hey, there's J-Stars here, man, and it's only like $11.99. PlayStation has these flash sales. So basically like every other weekend or maybe once a month or so, I don't exactly know the right exact time frame, but they have these flash sales where, major discounts on certain games, up to 80% off on some games, right? So he was mentioning J-Stars, and I was like, yo, that's a game. I forgot all about J-Stars. I've always meant to pick that game up, but life and other games, and you just get bombarded, and next thing you know, you forget all about it, right? So he reminds us that the game's available, and it's only like $12. So me and another friend of mine named Bucko, we immediately go and we download it. And it's not a very big game. It's only like 4 gigs. So we downloaded, and was I impressed. And it just goes to show that reviews and ratings sometimes on games, man, they don't make sense. I mean, it just makes sense to the player. You see a lot of these games where, you get scared off or scared away because you look at it and you're like, what, 5 out of 10? Well, I'm not going to play that. And that's what IGN gave this game. They gave it 5 out of 10. And I was like, I don't know, guys, about this, but played it, and I don't know how they gave it 5 out of 10. Yeah, it's repetitive at times, but it's a fun type of repetitive type game, man. And I had a ball. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, and I'm going to continue to play it. And it actually makes me curious to know some of these other animes that I see, but I really don't know too much about. One of them is, it's a lot of them actually, but they basically take key characters from key anime, and they put them in this game. So I think Dragon Ball has 3 characters. We got Frieza, we got Vegeta, and Goku. Then you got One Piece in here, you got Naruto in here, Fist of the North Star in here. You got a lot. So they take the most recognizable characters, and then they put them in this game, and they make it very unique, and it's fun. I must admit, it is very fun, and I can't wait to get back on it. On another note, Destiny 2 beta is out until I think tonight or early Monday. I didn't get a chance to play that. And I'm not going to. Reason being, I don't like the idea that what Destiny did. They basically told everybody that it was just going to be one game, Destiny, and they were going to just give updates and update the game, and just support the game. But instead, what they did was they tried to do a PR move and they released Destiny 2. So all they're doing, in my opinion, is putting out another disc and basically just making some updates. I mean, same thing. They just want to make more money and sell another game. And to me, that's not going to happen. Also, one thing I hated about Destiny is the fact that when you spend all this time customizing how you look, and I'm a big guy on customization. If you guys know and listen to me, you know that I love customization in any game, shape, form, or fashion, anything. That's just me. But why spend all that time trying to look good and cosmetically, please yourself when the game is only first person. And the only way you can actually see yourself is when you do melee type moves and certain other small instances. That's it. That's another reason why Anthem kind of got me and got my attention. I think you're going to have the choice to go between first and third. I know you can play in third for sure. I prefer third person if possible. There's some games that are good in first, but I don't know. It just bothered me. That's just one of my pet peeves about Destiny. And, I just chose not to play it this weekend and just not looking forward to that. But I am looking forward to Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Dragon Ball Fighters, however you want to pronounce it. We finally, we're going to get a demo at the end of the summer. I've mentioned that before, and we're going to be able to register on the 26th of this month. So July 26th, we'll be able to register to get to get into the closed beta. So the codes are limited. I advise everybody who wants to play this game to register as soon as possible so that the likelihood of you getting that code for the closed beta is high. So let's make that a reality, guys. I know I'm going to have it. I'm going to do whatever I can to get it. And I will be definitely doing videos and covering this game. This is one of my games that I just cannot wait to play, and I will be covering it every step of the way. That's pretty much been my weekend, guys. It never seems like it's enough time in the day. And then you go back to work, punching that clock, and being summer and what I do for who I work for, it's a lot of 6-day weeks for me. So, I don't even get my 2-day weekend. I had 2 days this weekend, and it probably will be my last for quite some time. Sadly, I have to say. So when I'm not at work, I'm at home and I'm basically creating content and making sure that all that is copacetic, and it leaves me very little time for anything else. So I don't get to game as much as I would like to, but I still make time for it, and I always will, until the beautiful, magical day I can finally say, you know what, I'm out. And I might not even say that. I might just come to work on Wednesday and just not show up on Thursday. You know what I mean? As soon as I know that I have reached that part or that pinnacle to where I can say, you know what, I'm doing my thing at home, and I'm doing what I love for a living now. So can't wait for that day, working towards it, taking baby steps, but it's happening. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. Also, guys, I just want you guys to keep your eyes peeled, because I got a lot of stuff on on the way in the works. Like I said, I got some Dragon Ball videos, plenty of those coming to the channel. I also got a t-shirt store that I'm working on. So I'm working on custom-made shirts that I've designed myself. You guys can check them out. I only have a couple designs right now available, but they will be increasing as the weeks go by. So I'm going to do, anime is going to be my main thing. Dragon Ball, of course, and then there'll be other anime that I'll be doing, and some video game stuff. Just looking excited, just getting excited for that, and you guys just be on the lookout for that and support your boy. It's going to be some cool stuff in there, man. So make sure you check it out when it is available. I will definitely leave links in the description on my channel, my Twitter. And speaking of Twitter, if you guys have comments, questions, concerns, you can always hit me at Studio MacGyver on Twitter. You can also email me if you like to, Studio MacGyver Music, spelled with a K, at yahoo.com. And now I'm pleased to announce, going on 2-3 weeks now, I have an Instagram, and that is Studio MacGyver 79. So if you guys want to hit me, please do so. You can also hit me on Facebook. I got a Facebook page for the podcast, and that's at Studio MacGyver as well. So I'm trying to do some stuff, guys. We're gonna do it. We're just kind of going slow and steady, but we win the race that way. So let's keep it coming. And I'm gonna shower you guys with Dragon Ball and video game love as much as possible, and everything in between. So with that being said, folks, I'm going to get up out of here. You have been listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. See you next time.